asylum and migration. And let me say right away that this was a very constructive discussion. I participated in many such debates in Europe, and also before I became Chancellor, I know that these have often been long and heated debates. This was very different today. I felt a truly constructive atmosphere, and this is why we succeeded with a very well-prepared text that had already been put together before our meeting to agree on conclusions, including topics that are important to me and to Germany. One thing is clear: irregular migration needs to be reduced. We know that Germany has taken measures. We have improved our own procedures and accelerated them. We have introduced border controls that lead to a reduction of those who enter Germany illegally, and we will continue on this path. At the same time, what we need to discuss and what we need to do together here is that the EU must remain open to immigration of skilled labor, so that our economy, despite the demographic challenges that are ahead, can grow. Growth potential and production potential that is often discussed depend on a sufficiently large workforce. There is no economy in the world that grows in the long term with a shrinking working population, so it is important that we do not lose sight of this part. And we must not lose sight of the fact that it is our common responsibility to grant protection to those who need it. But at the same time, it's true that not just everyone can come and stay, and that we can also need to be able to choose who comes when it comes to the immigration of skilled labor, immigration of scientists, and also those whom we want to grant protection and asylum so they can live in safety. Some steps have been taken that have been addressed here again, which was important to me. Part of this is the reform package on the Common European Asylum policy, where we really made headway. There had been negotiations over years. More needs to happen, and to me it is important that this CS reform is now swiftly implemented in Germany. We are immediately preparing the legislation that is necessary, will be fed into the legislative process very soon, and this year we will really be able to make headway. So we are well prepared to this reform and will be able to do things in time, will have prepared the legislation, and will also have taken measures that can already be taken now. Of course, all rules in place must be properly applied. This is especially true for transfers under the Dublin system, which is part of the Common European Asylum system, and it's important to us here in Germany. You know that this is a debate that is happening again and again in Europe, and it's an important one for us. We also need a review of the directive on returns, and the President of the Commission addressed us in her letter and presented to us today that this will be moved forward swiftly. We agree that this is a comprehensive approach that we need to move forward with, and at the same time we also agree that everything we do needs to happen under European law and international law, which has also been a very central point and has been enshrined in the documents. So I think it is very positive because we can build on that in the future. Last but not least, we also discussed the EU's competitiveness, and this will be on the agenda again at the next summit. Mario Draghi recently presented a substantial report, Nicoletta as well. You don't have to share everything, but when it comes to innovation and modernization of the European economies, enhancing the EU's competitiveness so that we're really one of the front runners in the world of tomorrow, where we will have 10 billion people on our planet, our share in the world economy needs to be needs to be well prepared, and we need to make progress. So it was a very successful summit. Thank you very much.